expecting an all-action slugfest. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Good straight right hand. Did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. A much better game plan here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These punches coming from every angle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He is down big time on the... There's the bell for round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor. There's the bell to start round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Usyk. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up more...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Joe Louis in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a coach. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Misses with the straight left. seen Alexander Usyk hurt like this before. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his... This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be afraid. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics, they know.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Brown Bomber in some trouble! One of the all-time greats, Joe Louis, is down. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
The Brown Bomber couldn't take anymore. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.